Hey again, folks. Chris here. Today we're going to troubleshoot a bad washer fluid motor in a 2008 BMW X3 E83. So you can see my washer fluid tank over here on the passenger side. Originally I noticed on a ski trip there were some blue icicles the next morning when I had woken up on the passenger side underneath. First I thought maybe it was a coolant leak, but no, it's a windshield washer fluid leak because you can see my fluid is blue there. And upon further inspection, you can kind of just look at these, and I could actually see earlier that this one over here was the one that was leaking. That's the front windshield wipers. You can see with my configuration, I have another motor for the rear hatch. And if you have the cold weather package, you might have a third motor that goes right here. Then that's for the front. So I'm going to go ahead and just put this down and make sure it's on the work area we want to look at, and I'm just going to remove this bolt here to get a little bit better view of what's going on. Now you'll see that there's actually fluid down here. It's not leaking actively right now, but I could see from this motor it's kind of rusted out and looks like it's the one that's leaking. So what I'm going to do is I have to turn this or drain it so that there's not as much fluid in there so that I can remove this and not make a big mess. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and pull this plug off. And let's see, I could probably take the hose off of here as well. Let me get some cutters. And the grommet I think is okay. It's not leaking. I think we just need to replace the motor. So I'm going to reseat the motor now, plug it back in, and then reseat my tank, and then test all the wipers to make sure they're all working. Now before I tighten that all the way down, I think I'm going to try these all out and make sure everything's working, because this can be a little finicky. I remember taking it out and putting it back one time and it didn't work. So before I crank that down, I'm going to go ahead and test both and make sure they work. All right, so that's all finished up. It was like a sub 5-minute repair. That worked out pretty well this time. So just a couple of tips. Don't take this tank out too far. Don't twist it too much, because last time I did that, when I sat it back in there, the lines were kinked or something, so the fluid didn't actually flow very well. So just test everything after you reseat it, make sure that everything's flowing okay, and then you should be all set. And this was a pretty easy repair, so hope it was helpful. You'll notice that my vanity cover's missing. That's because I have to replace the valve gasket. And then I have the fuel pump I'm going to replace also. So got a whole bunch of new things coming, new videos. Thank you so much, subscribers. Hope to see you guys soon.